Hey everybody, it's Tatiana with Back to Facts. I have a quick video about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's proposal to tax anyone who earns over $10 million a year at 70%. Sounds great, right? What would you do with all that money? How can you spend all that money in your life, right? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, I understand. How can we have people in the streets, homeless, the amount of homeless that we have? How can rent be so high? How can wages be so low? It's complicated, okay? And I commend her for trying to really get things done, cut through the gridlock. I've done quite a bit of research and reporting over the last year or two about taxes and tax policy. First of all, tax policy is extremely complicated, okay? You can manipulate tax policy in all different ways. There's corporate tax, there's excise tax, which is on the gas and energy, which people say affects the poor more heavily. Income tax, which is a progressive tax, which charges wealthier earners more already. They pay the lion's share. There's corporate tax. There's estate tax. And so what I want to say is the biggest misconception that I have found on both sides is that a tax cut is just a windfall for the rich. It just, gives them money and it's going to trickle down. No, I actually went back to 1921 when they cut taxes after World War I. Taxes were astronomically high. If you wanted to manipulate the numbers, you could say that it was it was the largest tax cut of all time, even though Donald Trump claims his is, but more on that later. Anyway, no, you have to look at where it's coming from. In World War I, taxes were incredibly high. In World War I, everybody was paying for war. So, long story short, I have child duty here. Long story short, I just want to say the main issue with lowering taxes is there is a certain point at which taxes get high enough that the wealthy will find workarounds. The workarounds change, and then the laws have to change. They find tax shelters. They always find a way because of the details. And so it's definitely the best reason to lower taxes is to get the wealthy to bring their revenue home and to stop using tax shelters so that they actually will pay taxes. It's amazing how it works. And you can see the proof to that in a couple of my articles on taxes. The other thing I just wanted to say is in order for Ocasio-Cortez's proposal to work, I've been reading that you would have to get rid of itemized deductions and other things that help people sort of hide their money. So that is my thought. And by the way, when John F. Kennedy lowered taxes, revenue did go up after he died, sadly. And it usually has resulted in businesses and the wealthy bringing more revenue back into the country so that they can actually pay the taxes. Thanks a lot. See you later.